also like the color correction. I think my style is very opposite this. Like, you know, I'm a child of like Call of Duty montages. I like saturated colors and like and high contrast and pop. Salutations, army. My name is Comedian, but in a past life, no, not in a past life, in a current life, in my life, I could also have been called video editor. It was a toss-up for my parents between comedian and video editor. I ended up kind of being both, but they want a comedian. It's fine. I mean, it probably looks better for my YouTube titles mostly. But in this case, I'm going to go with my alternative reality timeline name, which is video editor, because that's who I am. I'm a video editor. I've been editing since I was about 11 years old, and I am now much older than that. So I've been editing for almost 2 decades. And yeah, I mean, I have experience, I think. I have taste, I would like to believe. If you want proof I'm a video editor, then I mean, this video right now hopefully proves it a bit, but also maybe I can show you some of my other stuff. I can't really show you much stuff because I can't really show you client work on this channel. It'd be a bit weird. But personal stuff I've done. Oh, there's such hits as this. Hopefully I just played something. And who can forget this? Just something more creative I did for fun. But anyway, so yeah, I'm a video editor, and I've had people recommend to me, they've said, well, comedian, you're a video editor. And I was like, how did you know about my alternative life? And they were like, the video. And I was like, oh, right, yes, video editor. Strictly speaking, yes. They said, well, why don't you react to BTS people doing video editor stuff? Specifically Jungkook, I believe. I think he's the youngest member, and he says, as if he didn't just look that up, okay, I admit it, I'm a fraud, but I want to be informed. It's hard to remember, so I refresh my memory before every video. It doesn't always work. Anyway, point being, I'm a video editor. Jungkook has done some video editing stuff. I've been told I should check it out, and I want to. I would love to check out his work. If it's anything as creative and insightful and imagery-packed and as, you know, lovely and blissful as the other stuff he does as part of BTS, then I'm down, basically. So right before I get started, I want to thank a few of you who recommended this. So I want to thank Melly Marie, I want to thank Jordan Allison, and I want to thank Luna Brights and Bangatan Fan. So yes, that's that done. That's it now. I'm free. I'm clear. Let's do this. Atmosphere. Love the atmosphere. Sounds. Ooh. What a cool jacket that is. Nice little hooded jumper. So, yes. I'm wondering if music's going to kick in later. Because if it doesn't, this next bit might sound bad. But I like kind of artistic videos that start off kind of just atmosphere and then the music floods in to like kick it up a notch. Look how much fun they have. I remember having fun with friends. I remember fun. I remember friends. I remember both of those together. Yeah. Oh, here it goes. Ooh. Oh, okay. He's got some motion graphics going on. Very nice. All right. I'm impressed. So is this for a second I was like, obviously this isn't a BTS song. So is this like it's just a narrated video? Okay, just with music in the background. I don't know the artist. I could Shazam it, but that's way too much hassle. It might be in the description. Do I care? I guess I should care. Music. There it is. Oh, it's Martin Garrix. Oh, okay, cool. Great. Well, this video is not getting monetized. Curse you, Jungkook. I'll live. It's fine. I'll live. Okay, so let's go back a little bit. I woke up pissed off today. All right, I like that transition. I kind of could tell just from the edges a little bit using my video editor knowledge that there might be some trickery going on here, but it's done well. It's clean, but I thought that this might not be the original texture. And of course, because it switched back to reveal the whole sky, which is a very nice effect. Somewhere
lost a piece of me.
I like the syncing. I like the fact that I'm very much like I'm a stickler with my stinking. I need to say stinking. I mean, I technically am a stickler with my stinking because I shower every day to hopefully avoid that. But yes, I'm a stickler with syncing because I'm very anal and I like to be just on the beat, like ta 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 ta. But I like that he's syncing on the downbeat here. I would say he's syncing on the offbeat, like the transitions here. It's on the offbeat. Yeah. I hope I described that well. That face. Ooh, oh. Alright, that's a classic transition right there. You've got the zoom transition, a nice little zoom swish transition. Alright. Okay, cool. I mean, like, if I wanted to be cynical about this, which I don't, but just for the sake of argument, all these transitions are things you can download on YouTube, you know, as plugins and do, but it still requires taste to use them well. You know, I've seen videos people just throw them in just randomly, and there'll be like a video about cheese and they'll be like, here is cheese, swoosh, and here's brie, swoosh, and here is edam. That was a bad example because I made it up in my head and it actually sounds genius. Right when I log off this video, I'm going to start making a cheese montage, but it's a well done transition. I like the syncing. I'll be there for you when you scream. I also like this because this was made in, I think it was 2017 I saw. And like, as a snapshot in their life, it's just so normal. And it doesn't surprise me because I know these guys are very humble and like they're not about that, you know, flexing, swaggeroony, whatever words are the cool kids using these days, flexy flex, TikTok house life. They're not about that life. It just seems kind of like, you know, a day in the life of just anyone. I also like the color correction. My style, again, it's funny because I think my style is very opposite this. Like, I think he sings differently to me, and the color correction is different to me. I'm like a very much like, you know, I'm a child of like Call of Duty montages, that kind of thing. Like, I like saturated colors and high contrast and pop. But I very much respect like the faded aesthetic, you kind of slightly washed out look. You know, slightly crushed blacks. But also like gentle grays. I'm now reaching for stuff. I'm trying to sound like I know what I'm talking about, which technically I do, but technically I also don't. Which is that's a big fact for you, a big little insider secret tip, industry secret. Any industry, never let yourself get scared of somebody who seems to be senior to you talking talk, because talking the talk and walking the walk are so different. Like when I first got into the video industry, like properly as in getting paid for it, I literally thought to myself like, oh my goodness, like I don't know what I'm doing. Like I've had all this experience, but I've never had a job in this before. Everyone else is going to be much better than me. And not to sound too egotistical, but I quickly realized that my boss, the person I was working under, who was getting paid much more than me, was literally dog shit. And yes, I said dog shit, and I'm not scared of it. You can't censor me, comedian in editing. F you. Good luck with that, you f***ing whacker. But yes, sorry, got carried away. My boss was dog shit at After Effects, and yeah, he's actually my friend as well, so he might be watching this. He probably isn't watching this. I hope he doesn't watch this. Anyway, I'm gonna step away from this topic. Point being, always believe in yourself. Don't let other people scare you off doing something creative and passionate and talented or complex just because they might talk the talk. They might sound like they're in it. There is a big difference between, you know, people who have an ego, who are good at talking themselves up, and people who are actually like just genuinely good at what they do. And often the people who are the best at what they do don't have that same ego. They're often the ones who are most likely to doubt themselves and put themselves down. I have really gotten so far off topic. Just asking for directions. Do you just walk up to somebody and just be like, have you got directions to the hardware shop? I need to pick up a screwdriver. It's like, yeah. Excuse me, you're with BTS, aren't you? Yeah, it's like, don't you have like 10 men to do screwdriver stuff? No? But you gotta be there for me too. This is beautiful. Where is this? Around the world and back again. I hope you're waiting at the end. Also, I'm not advanced enough in my BTS journey to know who this is in the videos. Actually, no way. I think it says who it is in the videos. JM. Okay, I was going to say, I thought it said RM, and I was like, but I recognize my boy RM. Okay, so that's JM, which is Jimin? Now I have to look this up. Oh man, this is so embarrassing. JM, BTS. Who is JM? Park Jimin. Okay. Or Jimin Park, because I know it's the other way around in the Korean culture. So yes, so this is Jimin. All right. This is Jimin. Let this into my brain. Brain, remember, Jimin. Are you on the phone? Need you on the other side somewhere. That is my face on a daily basis. I love that he's made looking like eating in like kind of like a pub or whatever, stylish. Nice. These transitions are solid. Like it's as solid as it gets. That is the foundation of a good edit. Is a nice transition. Oh, they're in Tokyo. Interesting. But you gotta be there for me too. There's literally two types of people in this world. There's people who love teacup rides and people who get physically sick on them. There is no in between. There is no in between. And yet somehow, I think, again, this is Jimin, he seemed to embody both of those people at once somehow. Gotta be there for me too. Man, anytime I watch these lads doing anything, I just end up being like just jealous. Like, give me your energy, give me your positivity and good grace and warmth and happiness and smiles. Give it to me, because I love theme parks and I love teacup rides. Like, I'm not trying to sound like, I'm not literally genuinely cynical deep down. Like, deep down, the person I am enjoys teacup rides, but with my mental health, it's like hard for me, you know? When I go on a teacup ride, I'm just there like, yeah, kind of. And then if I go on like the Incredible Hulk ride, I'm like, pretty great, but also like, it's like I remember what it felt like when I wasn't miserable, and it kind of it spoils it a bit. I just need to go. I think what I'm trying to say is that I need to go to a theme park with the BTS lads, which is, I think it's a very achievable dream. I'm going to say this right now, just for the internet to hear. I want to go to a theme park with the guys from BTS. It's going to happen. I believe in it now. Yeah, right. I'm running just to keep my hands on you. This is genius, honestly. I feel like these guys are probably decently famous in Japan. If I had to guess, they are famous in every country. But I like the fact that they could go to Disneyland in Tokyo and just wear these hats, and that's basically good enough. It's like the Clark Kent effect. In fact, Clark Kent would have got a lot more of my respect if instead of those ridiculous glasses, which wasn't convincing as a plot point, that would be enough to conceal his face. If he just walked around wearing a big like panda hat all the time and was just like, look, I know I have a weird love of pandas, but I'm still professional. I get my work done. I am a great journalist. Like if that been his whole thing, like, you know, Superman / Clark Kent with the panda hat, that would have been a much better comic book / movie. Actually, no, the movie can't be saved. So blue, running just to keep my hands on you. Oh yes, this part of me is just really satisfying the person who is a complete anal freak about sinking. You gotta be there for me too. Ooh, I like that, because I thought it was going to crescendo, but it just kind of faded out. I like the kind of like the feeling of a missed opportunity, or like the build up and you're like, like, but I like that. It's a very deliberate choice. But you gotta be there for me too. Like, the day is over, and I'm proselytizing now, and that's risky territory. I don't know if that word makes sense there. I'm going to go with it. It sounds cool. I'm proselytizing now. I might have said something outrageous. I don't know. But it seems like, you know, if emotion invoked by the editing choice is very much like, this was a great day, and it's over. You know, and I wonder if that symbolizes that this kind of day is rare for them. I don't know if they get to live like this all the time. I mean, they're in Tokyo, so that would be a strike against that logic already. But I don't know how much free time they have. From what I hear, they practice like 12 plus hours a day. So maybe this is like kind of a rare holiday for them. And maybe that's what the emotion of that outro was trying to evoke. But either way, cool editing choice. And I like the minimalist style. I always fail at minimalism. Like, I think my thing is probably the opposite of that. Excessivism, too much ofism, in your face whacktivism. It's something like that, my style. But this is just, you know, this is clean and nice. I like this. I always try and go for like some kind of style, and I always try too much and too far, whereas this just gets it right first time. Appreciate this like kind of little like mini credits. Cool. I'm impressed. I mean, I have no idea, obviously, how long Jungkook has been editing for. He might literally have picked it up the day before, and that's actually probably most likely to me, which makes me angry. I can very much believe he's been editing for, like, I don't know, a few months at this point, and he just makes this, and it's, like, very clean, well-constructed, doesn't go too over the top, the transitions are tasteful, it even has some really nice effects, like, that plane effect I think really stood out with the window, and, you know, they masked out to replace the background in a way where a seasoned editor like me can kind of tell, but, like, it's also irrelevant. Like, in my head, I'm like, that might be swapped out. It might just be like some fancy coloring effects. It might just, it might just be, a certain deliberate visual style. And then it transitions and swoops to reveal the outdoors, the sky, which that was like a standout effect for me. Yeah, this was really cool. And I'm genuinely very impressed. I definitely, if you guys know, I want to know like how long Jungkook has been editing for when he made this. If it's anything under a year, I'm going to scream, quite honestly. But I'm fully prepared for that to be the case. Thank you to everyone who recommended this to me. I really liked it. If you're new to this and you were intrigued by the idea of a video editor watching this, then suggest other video editing stuff for me to watch. Preferably something related to music, but I really don't mind, like, if you guys, like, I don't really know if I'm trying to, like, become one of those, like, video editing channels where I do, like, tutorials all the time and analyze other editors' work, because I feel like that has a certain level of assumption, like, yes, I am one of the best editors in the world, and I will analyze the editing work of the people who made Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Like, nah, that's crazy. But if you enjoyed my take on this and you have other video editor related stuff you want to do, or of course any other music you want me to react to, pop it in the comments. Why, how's about that? Thanks for checking out my video. Hope you had fun. Let's have more fun in the future. Subscribe, click the like button, check out more of my vids, etc, etc, etc. And remember, if you like my reaction to G.C.F in Tokyo, then click the subscribe button. Don't make me Pokio. That's terrible.